time.
All right, and I agree. I agree with you on that one. Yeah, I really do agree. But when you look at it from another angle, who will manage Ospac? Who is managing Ospac? Who can say okay that, or they say okay we are looking into it, we're investigating, or they say okay our boys cannot do such. It wasn't our boys, and all of this narrative is not adding and is not helping the image of Osberg. And the question in my head yet again is who will manage? Because that has been a question I've been asking for so long a time. Who will manage these vigilantes popping up left, right, center? Vigilantes helpful, yes, probably, but who will manage them? Because when there's so much power, it seems to see in Nigeria, abuse is inevitable. When there's so much power, I mean, give Canada power, it begins to shout, do you know who I am? Do you know who's bankrolling me? And then you look at it from that angle, and then you now begin to see. I mean, at one point, I've seen them operate on some occasions. They felt like they were untouchable. I've seen them just come down from a vehicle and slap a guy on my street, and I was going to ask them what the question, why? But then I thought it twice. I mean, I did not want to get slapped that early morning, so I went back into my compound. But the truth is, do we need them? Yes, probably. Yes, probably. Yes. But how do we do this going forward? Do we give them arms and control them? Like Wealth has said, where she said we give them the right, adequate training, which I am very I'm very what's the word now? I'm not so sure that would really work, because even the police, the police officers, they are yet to show, that they were, some of them, not all of them, by the way. And then the other side I'm looking at, if we give them the arms, who really will hold them responsible? Who really will hold them responsible? Because the police does not seem to be doing that. I mean, when we've reported cases of Ospac misbehaving, we've not really heard much from the police on that side. So I'm wondering, because we don't want to go back to 2019 before the election. I mean, a lot of you would agree with me on that very one, where we woke up to news of shootings in parts of Rivers State, where we woke up to news of killings in part of Rivers State, kidnappings in part of Rivers State. We don't want to go back to all of that. What we want to go back to is the River State of old, where we could leave our doors open, we could leave our car keys inside of our car and not worry about anybody snatching or stealing anything. That's the kind of River State we want to go back to, not the River State where killings were done in numbers. So we're going to open the phone lines right about now, and we're going to ask you the question: should OSPAC be allowed to carry arms? If yes, what should be the conditions, the terms for their permission, or for the permits for OSPAC to bear arms? Remember, also one said that all Nigerians should be allowed to carry AK-47, but can we just find a way to bring it down, to be? Let's just focus on OSPAC this afternoon. The numbers to call in are 0817 0000951 and 0810 9510 951, and you can send in those text messages to the number 0701 933 9962. Join conversations on Facebook. It's at today, not at Today FM 9. I keep mistaking the handles on Facebook. It's at Today95.1fm, and on Twitter it's at Today FM 951. All right then, who's the first caller? 95.1fm.
Hello.
Yeah, what's your name?
Yes, my name is Prince Andy.
All right, Prince Andy, welcome.
Yes, what may your days belong.
Good afternoon to you, Andy.
Yes, ordinarily West has said it all. All we need in respect to the horse park or the parks, as according to you people, is just check and balance. We don't need them to go. Sincerely, we don't need them to go. To an extent, they have been doing a great job. But what we need is government or House of Assembly or even the local government where they operate should have a check, a day-to-day check on them, a regulation, guide them properly. Just like you people have rightly said, even the police need the reorientation, not to talk about the hospital who did not even undergo the 6-month training.
Oh my, sorry, dear, we lost that call. 95.1 FM. What's your name?
Hello.
Yeah.
Please, and
Your name is
like
your name.
Oscar.
Your name is what?
Okay, my name is I Trouble No One.
I trouble
I'm
no
calling
one.
from
All right.
Meleme.
All right, welcome.
I love all park. You understand? And I can say they have done a good job. But what I've seen recently, from let me say from March.
Sorry. Can you turn off your radio set, please?
I have just done that from March to today. From Elele to Omok, I apply that road on daily basis. You understand? Because that's where I work in Omok. I have seen where somebody coming, the person coming to supply us food in the camp. The driver told me that they stopped him in the bush because they are going to give them to cut glass. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So now, despite that, I have seen people cutting grass around the Ulster checkpoint. I'm saying, someone should tell me if somebody has seen it before, should also support me. But if I have not seen it, or somebody, if Ulster remember hearing me, I said I'm lying, they said that color is lying. I have seen people cutting glass within that checkpoint, but I never knew. I was saying, why are people cutting glass?
Could it be that they had committed a crime or maybe something similar to that?
It is because of issue of money. If you didn't let them is a problem. And the second one, I have seen a lot of lodger. The Ulster person is pointing gun at the person and sighted us coming, and I ordered that, hey, go. Why are you pointing him gun? You understand? But part of doing something wrong. They are not going to both people just like this, and you tie them at the back. You know, like, what on a 10 person, and you're just tying them.
All right.
What is the offense? No interrogation of, when somebody takes to your own station, interrogate them. If they are free, let them go and
All
them as.
All right.
I don't really understand.
All right,
so
thank you.
Me alone, all stacks should remain, but they should put the back egg among them. But if they can't
All
put
right.
the
All right.
all that should be scrapped.
All right,
All
then.
right, then.
All right, thank you very much. I trouble.
I
I trouble no one. Thank you very much. I trouble no one. It's time for you. It's time for you to go. All right, thank you very much. 95.1 FM. What's your name? Where are you calling in from?
Okay, Victor, calling from Port Harcourt.
All right,
You're
Victor
welcome,
from Port
Victor.
Harcourt. Welcome.
Yes, so my own opinion to this discussion on ground is that the IG did not even try at all. Seriously. The reason is that I take an example of my community. I'm from Omok. So when these bad boys were killing people, moving from one place to the other, the police, the only thing they can do, police and soldiers, on that very moment, police and soldiers will go and stay one place. After the boys will operate and go back, they will now start doing mass arrest. So these people have been there. Is IG telling me that they have restructured police to the extent that police will do the kind of work that
and that's the question I've been trying to ask. You know, that's the question.
Is it what the IG is trying to tell us? Now check out now between the interval of how many days they say they should mop up arms. Now they refuse to go to the Fulani herdsmen to mop up arms from them. Those people that is killing innocent people, they refuse to mop up arms from them. They now come to the places that our security men are using those talk and shoot guns, not even a better gun, talk and shoot guns. Now they are using it to save life and property. Now the IG is in Abuja giving order they should remove arms from security men. Let them not worry. That is that they are looking for. They will not go to get it from us.
All right then. All right, thank you very much. We've got to move on now. 95.1 FM. What's your name? Where are you calling in from?
Canada. Good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon to you.
My name is Mr. T.
Your name is Mr.
T.
All right, welcome.
Okay. Canada.
Turn off your radio. Thank you very much.
Okay. Canada. You see what is happening in River State.
Turn off your radio.
I've done it. River State, you see, Ospark have to stay in River State.
Okay.
Because when I was staying in Toba, there is a police station at the back of Toba station there. And people were beheading, killing every day in Toba.
and police cannot stop this issue. You can see because come down in Choba, now they are telling us to mop up out from these boys. So the boys will come back again to start to realize everywhere. Please, let them not do that because these OSPAC have done more than good than police.
All right, then.
We need these boys to be armed. Canada, you are there. That is
you want them to be harmed. I'm asking the question, who will monitor them? Who will manage them? Who will be...
Let them partner with the police.
Okay.
If they will be partner with the police, fine. Because police cannot do. Police have failed this state, this particular river state.
All right.
Not even this country. I'm telling you, this particular river state, police have failed us.
All right, then.
Police cannot take these boys to their camp and all these things. They have failed us. So if anybody telling you to come out from these boys, these people are anybody who say they don't want the effort of offer the river state are the people.
All right. Nobody has said we don't. Nobody. I don't think anybody has come out. Okay, maybe there are a few voices out there, but the truth is, people have the police. IG has come out to say that we don't want these vigilantes carrying guns, and it's not just in River State, across Nigeria. So maybe few voices out there saying OSPAC has been high-handed in the handling of matters, but then again, we lost that call. 95.1fm. What's your name?
Hello, Kalada. I'm Prince, calling you from Abluma.
All right, Prince, welcome.
Well, before now, we know the antecedent of this particular government, the government of APC. How insecurity in almost all the local government in Nigeria.
How is it APC? No, I disagree. We're not politicizing this now.
I am coming. It's a politics already.
It's not, please.
It's a politics already.
If you do not know, the state is being run and has always been run by PDP as a party. So where are you coming from with that one? We're not playing politics with this very one. Go straight to the...
Now listen to me.
Okay, straight to the...
Their names are occupying everywhere there, killing front and back. So they will not even make attempt. It's only River State and the other... around this area, they can just say they will come
point of correction. Even those...
Okay, my name is Albert.
Albert, yeah?
To be honest, what you're saying about maybe giving ammunition to the OSPAC, some of them will let them act like a nuisance to the public, and that issue is an individual problem.
All right.
We have a lot of officers who are like that, you understand, who are so crazy when you work with the ammunition. One of that day was when I was driving, I saw an inspector, you understand, and stopped the driver, demanding 100 naira, and there's a conflict between two of them. And in that told the cab driver, if you didn't give me the money, I will fire your leg. So I just dropped and I stopped. So I confronted the inspector. I said, why will you shoot his leg because of 100 naira? Are you a coward? That's what I said to him. So you have no right to shoot someone's leg with your firearms. That if you ever do that, you'll be disarmed. You understand? So this issue is an individual issue. If you go to Anambra, you see local security outfit there, like the Bakassi, you see them with the double barrage. But it's the duty of the police to supervise them. The ammunition you can, you understand?
All right.
So local security outfit is for double barrage and pump action. So no local security outfit is authorized to go with AK-45, AK-55, GPNG, and what have you. If you ever go with this combination, you will bundle. You understand?
Okay.
So it is the duty of the police to supervise them and see who you are and train them very well to know who is operating in that security outfit. Because you can't just go and constitute a security outfit without the supervision of the Nigerian police. It is the police that will know who that is operating. You understand? So if anyone is being caught wanted in one and dirty game, the person should be arrested by the police. Because it is the police that gives them the authority to operate. Because you cannot put a security outfit without the consent of the police. The police will go through, and the police will see them to know them very well before the security outfit can pick up. Or else that is going to cause a lot of problem. You understand? So giving them the ammunition, I didn't say anything wrong with it. So they can go with the double barrett and the pump action.
All right.
That is for the local secretary seat.
All right.
So anything about that.
But you should also know that just as you pointed out to the inspector that see you can't just shoot someone's leg. We've seen OSPAC also members of the various vigilantes in the state also use whatever authority they have to threaten people in similar manner.
And that is what I'm telling you. I said the issue, not everybody in the hospital does that.
Okay.
This is an individual issue, you understand? We have bad eggs.
Every officer, yeah?
You need to be disciplined.
Yeah, Canada. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon to you.
Yeah. My name is George. George, calling from Rome Community.
All right, George.
Yeah, in the issue of OSPAC, my brother, I think these people have done marvelously well. Because I know what was happening within the job houses where I stayed before, understand? And you can see that those vigilantes within job houses and also the cross park in the Odegin clan, Romeo community, Modogo, they have brought peace to the bare minimum that people can sleep their eyes closed.
All right.
Understand? I think with the arms, government should at least licensed arms. We have what we call licensed arms. If you are having an arm, understand, at least the license, that is the legality that the government is trying to challenge. Understand? If it is licensed, you can operate it on, because there is some abuse of it. Understand? The situation where you are an OSPAC member and you are holding AK-47. Understand me? It's something that is not right. So let them license their arms. So that I think they will work with the supervision. That is why I keep on telling them that whatever issue they have, they should go to the police, because they should work with partnership with police. Understand? I know the police have totally failed us, but at least they should follow the laws and the procedures. That is what I'm really thinking of. Because it is even a shame to Nigerian police that they cannot protect life and property, which we are paying with our taxpayers' money. And the OSPAC now is taking the glory. I think kudos to the OSPAC and ROSPAC in different communities.
Like as I speak to you right now, including myself, pays every month 1,000. In taking care of the OSPAC. That body would have been taken care of by the local government or probably the state government. I'm just talking about myself. I'm not talking about the aged men and women in my community. Not just paying that money, but sometimes gare, yam, every other thing they need to contribute. They do contribute every month. I mean, if government inculcate this thing in their once they take care of this, they can also orientate them. The issue of misuse of firearms and all the rest, sentiments of their operation and all the rest will not be there if they have a proper check. That's my input. I take it.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much for calling in. Let's look at what is happening on Facebook. Where is it now? This one says, politicians play with our sense a lot. OSPAC is the best thing that happened to many parts of every state, but they want to weaken their morals because it is not a looting pipe for them. How do they expect them to use machetes to hunt people that are carrying sophisticated guns and serious leaders? And that's from Abu Bestman. This one says, Precious Alex Onu, that question should not have even arisen in the first place. What are they supposed to work with if not with arms? The conventional security arrangement has failed us, only good at bribe taking and extrajudicial killing. And Prince Unity Dyer A.E. Kerem says, yes, they should operate with locally made pump action guns. That's my take. All right, back to the phone lines. 95.1 FM.
Do it. Certainly. Obviously, there are some bad eggs among them. That's very correct. But that has been the pattern of Nigeria. Anybody that bears arm, you see the person, the head will be perfect. Even Nigerian police, you see what they do, a lot of terrible things. You talk of soldiers, the same thing. We should not, because of that, okay, they should disarm the vigilantes. How can they fight the criminal? It is impossible.
All right, then.
Look, the IG should just sit up and count it. Look at, was it last week? The powerful robbery in Niger State that broke traffic for 12 solid hours. These guys robbed with the arm. After operating, they all went back successfully, unchallenged, for 12 solid hours. Why didn't he go there to ask the criminal to surrender and disarm them? He will not do that. He will always focus in this side. Look, there are things that these people do that sometimes I don't feel like calling. Every time I listen to it boils my mind, honestly. I can imagine men are operating freely with the arms. You every now and then you just watch out. Before the end of the day, you will have story. Just yesterday or the first, if I'm not mistaken, even the government attacked the plane flying, I think, Abuja to Kaduna.
Yeah, Abuja to Kaduna.
Imagine. He said, you know, hearing it. Why didn't he go there and ask them to surrender their weapon? He will not. He will give the order here. This is what we want to carry so that to give the criminal the leverage to come and operate and kill people anyhow.
All right.
I think they should have their teeth.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Moving on now. Thank you very much, Elder. I lost that one. Let's go back to Facebook. This one says, thank God at Wigbu, if the directive is coming from IGP that OSPAC should not carry gun, then I will advise OSPAC to forget about the security for their good. Had it been that Nigeria police is protecting us well, I don't think we will be yet discussing OSPAC. And I agree with you, thank God at Wigbu. This one is from Ojum Kalu Chinonye. And he says that OSPAC should be allowed to use guns because no reasonable security agents that will be using machete armed is telling insecurity to come back to River State, mostly in Ogba. All right, then you said so. Back to the phone lines.
Hello, Kalaga, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon to you.
My name is Christian, calling from Port Harcourt.
All right, Christian, welcome.
Yeah. I just want to chip in small thing on this issue of IG.
All right.
The truth of this matter is the fact that war.
All right, then.
And I also want to say that arming conventional security.
All right, sorry about that. We lost that call. Let's do some text messages now.
All right, this one says, in Nigeria, the more insecurity, the more security votes to all levels of government, including the security agencies. So less insecurity means less security from Umoye Che. This one says, OSPAC security model is indispensably useful due to local intelligence. This accounted for this in the nature of OSPAC service as personnel, I'm guessing. OSPAC's personnel has died more since IGP's directive. Namdi David, Akpo OSPAC, vice chairman. Oh, that's coming from him. Okay. This one says, I really can't understand why the IGP will disarm vigilantes. Can you remember early 2019 in River State? Can you remember East West Road, Elele Road, years back? We can't go back to Egypt. That's coming from, what's your name there? No name. All right, this one says, I'm Ernest from Woji. Countries like Nigeria with the natural resources, they should not even be police. This one says, good afternoon, Calada and Wealth. Please, I would like to know if the IGP has disarmed the civilian JTF Chitanoa from Transamadi Port Harcourt.
All right.
And this last one, before we go back to the phone line, says OSPAC should not be allowed to carry arms. They abuse the power. The ones in Alu has a history of abuse and intimidation. That's coming from BG.
All right.
Okay. Well, I think the bottom line is that we have security agents and personnel who seem to, get really high-handed, especially when they are put in place of manning the law and giving certain sophisticated, rifles, to man that law. That happens everywhere. But the thing is, how do we manage this? Because this was the same issue we had with the police gradually moving to other security agencies in the country.
Yeah.
So apparently, even the OSPAC is not I don't know. We see that they do not intimidate or abuse the power given to them.
And this is very, very pertinent a conversation, because if you remember, there was a time when we were asking the question, the national discourse, should police be carrying guns when, especially, they are standing on the roadside, and people say they should carry baton. So even if the police, we've once said should carry baton and sticks. What about a vigilante group that is not recognized by the Constitution?
The truth is, no matter how we want to say it, we still have OSPAC members who are diligent to their duties, right? A lot of them are dedicated to eradicating the society or communities of bad elements, which is very true. So how do we now shift the people or save the people who are bad away from the people who are good?
Very difficult,
right? So that now they are allowed to do what they're meant to do, maintain peace and order without getting out of control.
All right then. Let's go to the phone lines. 95.1 FM. What's your name? Where are you calling in from?
Yes. Good morning. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Yeah. Once again, my name remains Comrade Ironbreed.
Comrade Ironbreed, welcome.
Yes, the truth is that if the security agency, they are doing what they are supposed to do, we will not see anything like OSPA or vigilante. Maybe one issue or the other, there is no armored personnel carrier, there is no arms and ammunition, there is no PPE, there is no life insurance.
Welfare is poor.
There is no welfare, poor welfare. All those complaints. If really our leaders that we hold high esteem doing what they are supposed to do, I don't think OSPA today will come out. Today has come out to help the Nigerian security force. So to me, they should be able to look out for a way to have a synergy with them, as such that they are going to carry pump action or any other harm. The Nigerian force should be able to parley with them so that these people can cushion the effect of the security and let the security be strived. Because telling them that they should return their harm, are they going to use broom to go and look for the criminals? While the criminals are well armed, and even the Nigerian security agencies are complaining that these boys are well armed, even more than the security agency. So I think they should be able to tackle this issue headlong.
All right,
so that we don't about this issue anymore.
All right.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you very much.
All right.
I think a lot of persons are still on the fact that if we had functioning or we didn't have too much flaws in the existing security agencies in the country, then maybe there wouldn't be a need for the OSPAC. But now that we see that these things have happened the way it has, and now there is a need for a subsect security outfit, isn't it? Now, what do we do at this point that we do not start telling the same story of this new subsect as we did the existing security agencies?
Yeah.
That's what we need to, look at now.
All right then. Let's go back to the phone lines right about now. 95.1 FM. Where are you calling from? What's your name?
Yes, Mr. Peace. I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
You're welcome.
Mr. Peace, welcome.
Yes, it would have been a good idea.
All right then.
As it stands now, I just want to face my own reality. The way I see what I see as a reality is that allowing only the security agencies in Nigeria to be in charge of the security, especially in our local communities, is the worst thing that can happen to the local dwellers. That is the worst thing. And if OSPAC is not there, for some people that have actually had the experience of what goes on in the rural communities, to say drop arms, those people are not even happy hearing this kind of comment.
All right.
That one is telling OSPAC to drop arms because they know that policemen are not there. There is no one there to protect them. These court guys are killing and shot. They mean whatever way they want to do it. That is the way they do it. So to me, I would have said, let there be a good synergy. Don't drop arms. Because they are just disarming people that already they are protecting the people. Let there be a synergy.
All right.
Yes, a synergy. Thank you.
Thank you very much for calling in there. We lost the call. Let's look at what's happening on Facebook. I think there's a message there for us. Let's read it. This one that has yielded tremendous help. It was very obvious that the coming of OSPAC and other related security outfits were just community efforts. The government was not doing the needful during the peak of the heinous crimes and hostilities that characterized all parts of every state in the recent past. Omerulu Omerelu, my community in Ikwe local government area, as a case study. You will often hear every day the kidnappers abducted travelers along the route, but it is no longer there now. Government ought to profile, reorient, and place those local security outfits on monthly stipends as to encourage them to do more before they get weakened as humans. That the politicians will look for many flimsy excuses in neighboring states and are waiting to return as soon as Ospark is destabilized. May God bless us all in every state under which we are the treasure base of the nation and still cry for neglect in our communities. All right then. Any messages there before we go back to the phone lines?
Still coming from Ernest from Roji. This one says, give them arms. Yes, they will fight crime after the crime and